We now have two CompactLogix options for you to learn Studio 5000 with your PLC trainer. We have our regular CompactLogix, and this one is the option where it says RA5000 in your part number. And now we have the compact GuardLogix 5380, and this one says RA5069 in your part number. All the lessons that we have made over the years on the regular CompactLogix PLC will work with the compact GuardLogix. We're going to have to talk a little bit about addressing, which is what we're going to talk about in this video. And a little bit of differences is this has some advanced diagnostics on its I/O. We'll be able to do some lessons on it. And it does have safety built in. This is a safety PLC. So let's create programs in both this PLC and its predecessor so you can understand how you're going to do the addressing a little bit differently. And I've opened up two copies of Studio 5000 so we can kind of compare side by side. So in this first one, I'm going to click New. I'm going to close this folder up. And so our RA5000, that is a 5370 controller. We open the arrow by it. We have a 1769 L16ER BB1B. I'm going to select it, and I'm just going to name this RA5000. Next, then for my expansion I/O, I'm going to select 0 modules and click Finish. And now I'm going to go over and do the same thing on my other copy of Studio 5000. So I'm going to hit New, and then I'm going to close this folder up. And in the case of our RA5069, that is a compact GuardLogix 5380 safety controller. We're going to hit the arrow by it. And I have a 5069 L306 ERS2. And I'm just going to name this one RA5069 and click Next. And in this case, I don't need to select the module length or anything like that. I'm just going to hit Finish. Now I'll go back over to the RA5000 version, and I'm going to open up my controller tags. And we have local:1:I. And that is the 16 inputs that are built into the front of the controller. And then we also have local:1:O, and that is the 16 outputs that are built into the front of the controller. Now, in the case of our compact GuardLogix, it doesn't have any built-in I/O, so we will have to add the I/O onto it. So now on it, I'm going to go over here, and if I open up controller tags, you see it's blank. So we're going to go down on our left pane, and we're going to find I/O configuration. And then inside of it, we're going to find the 5069 backplane. That's where we're going to add this at. So we're going to right-click it, New Module. And then if we look right at the top of our module, it says 5069 IB16. And the easiest way to find those is just type in this filter box right here. I'm just going to type the letter part, IB16. That leaves me with two options. We have the 5069 IB16, and we're going to hit Create, and I'm going to just call this my inputs. We'll click OK, and we'll click OK. And then my second module says 5069 OB16. So in my filter box, I'm going to change this to an OB16, and we have a regular 5069 OB16. We'll hit Create. And I'm going to call this my outputs. We click OK and close. Now, we got a whole lot more locals here compared to what we have had on our RA5000 option. Well, since they're all embedded on it, they're all under embedded discrete I/O. And this one right here, that's the local one piece. Now, what I really love about this new option is you are going to learn a lot more about addressing on bigger systems. So when we added those, now we have 5069 IB16, but there is a 1 in front of it. Well, there is your local 1. So it has two items. We have the C's and we have the I's. The C's is the configuration of your module. And when we actually right-click the inputs and we go to Properties, the information that we're looking on down here in the points, that's what it's actually interfacing with, is that C. Now, in local:1:I, that's our actual input states. And right away, we got a little bit of difference, but we got some really cool features here. So it's local colon 1 colon I, then PT00. Whereas in our old one, it was local colon 1 colon I, data, and then simply 0. In this one, though, we're going to open up the error by PT00, and then we're going to have data. Now, a really cool part is we can get diagnostics information out of our compact GuardLogix. So really cool feature. But for our initial one, if we were to go to our main program and we bring a go look for a 1 down, and we would double click on our question mark, follow our arrows, and find local colon 1 colon I, data, and then 0. That would be input 0. On our compact GuardLogix, we're going to open up our main routine, and we bring a go look for a 1 down. We double click on our question mark and follow our arrows, and it'll be local colon 1 colon I, PT0, then data. All right, now let's look at how our outputs would work. So on our RA5000 option, our outputs are local colon 1 colon O, data, and then 0. On this one, our OB16, that's our outputs, and it has a 2 in front of it. And that means we're going to go over here and we're going to find our local colon 2. And we have C for configuration. Really interesting. We'll come back to this one in a second. We do have some inputs, but we have local colon 2 colon O. We'll hit the arrow by it. And then we have PT00, and then we have data. So to complete our wrong, over here, I would bring an output energize down, and I would double click on my question mark, and we would be going local colon 1 colon O, data, and 0. And on our A5069 option, I would bring this down, local colon 2 colon O, PT00, and then data. Now, a really cool feature, and we're going to talk about it in later videos, is, we did have a local colon 2 colon I, and then each point has individual diagnostics data, including short circuit and no load. Now, if you're looking at everything I just did and you're like, whoa, Tim, that was incredibly too fast, don't worry about it. That's what our whole lesson is about. This was mainly to show that as you're going through your lessons, you're going to see many of them that if they had the RA5000 option, have local colon 1 colon I, data 0. And if you're using the compact GuardLogix, just local colon 1 colon I, PT00.data. You're going to see local colon 1 colon O.data, and you're going to be using local colon 2 colon PT00.data. After that, you are ready to start going through your lessons, and I've created this playlist right here to get you started.